Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen, and I am creating this video for you on September 2nd or 3rd, 2025, depending on where you're at in the world. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm just giving you the manufacturing date of the video. If you do like my videos, I post 2 fresh videos every single day, one at 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. If you like to chat with other people, my 10:30 p.m. Always comes with a live chat. Sometimes the 6 p.m. does if it's long enough. All right, Eastern time, Florida time. Anyway, before I start your reading, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here and hanging out. So we're going to see what wants to come out for your reading. Let's just see what wants to come out for your reading today. Ooh. There's a gathering. But it's more like a social gathering, like going out, maybe talking, more than it is like a social event. Like it's not like a party, but it's more like a gathering. It's more like out to eat, have coffee, or just talk for a little bit. And here are the snakes lurking in the background, okay? Usually that for me is karmic, unless it's something that's changing. Maybe it's a conversation that's going to be, bring some sort of change where you can sort of get out of your old skin, so to speak, if you are shedding into a new skin. So let's see what else. Changes. Okay, yes. Changes. So I do think it's a very positive, it's a community gathering of birds, and it's maybe a conversation you will even have with someone in your community, but it's changes. Positive changes, I feel. Transformation. Wow. You have 29, which turns to 11. You have 22, and that turns to 4. Transformation and changes. Yes, this is exactly the energy I would expect to get with the time where I'm reading this eclipse season. Definitely. Definitely. Transformation, change. Pluto. Anything else? Self-love. Okay. So some of you have probably been on your self-love journey, ascension, and all that. And there is something good coming here, or something very positive that wants to come out in this reading. Phoenix rising from the ashes is here. Somebody is getting away or gotten away from somebody who just sort of reflects their wounds. It's kind of like trauma. If someone trauma bonded, got into some sort of situation like that, somebody is ascending on out of that. We have love call here, butterfly. All right, I feel like this love call is this, gathering and talking about the changes. Some stuff you may not see. Okay, for some of you, it's a twin flame, because the twin flame card came out. All right. We have lightning. This is the environment we're in right now with the eclipse, but it's also sudden change. So for some of you, out of nowhere, maybe you will run into, communicate or something with a person you haven't seen in a while. Maybe you will run into, communicate, or see your twin flame. But we have mirror here. Now, in the pre-shuffle, protect your ideals and energy came to light. So just keep that in mind because it's come out again. Protect your ideals and your energy. All right. Organize. All right. Get prepared. That's what that sounds like. You are being used by them. It's in the reverse. Doctor's health and surgery. Hopefully nobody steals anything while somebody's recovering, you know, like partners, it kind of gives me the vibe, or somebody who's close and just sort of steals something. I don't know. You know, that's been coming out lately anyway, but stay authentic. I feel like there's somebody, it could be a snake. I feel like somebody sort of gets found out under this eclipse energy as well. So if there's anything right there, the universe keeps all receipts. So there, you know, I do feel like this is also a good time for something to come to light and get exposed. Anyway, I feel like you're going to hear all about it on the good end, on the good side. You're going to hear about it talking to this person. All right, let's do a Celtic spread. I want to take this time to thank my moderators. I want to take this time to thank everyone who's in chat and everyone who's in the just hanging out, watching the video. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Page of Wands in the reverse. Why, I don't know yet. And Seven of Swords. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. That's moving away from that karmic energy. All right. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands reverse. That's bad news. It's, you know, it's somebody leaving all of a sudden, maybe even silently, because Seven of Swords is not even noticed, not even detected. Somebody just might leave and leave somebody or contact, jeez, somebody just might leave and contact them from another place and be like, look, I'm done, it's over. Because we have an emperor who's outside of the house and we have someone sneaking out, and it's almost like somebody breaks up with someone and then tells somebody once they're away from the house. Is that also when somebody calls you? I don't know. Maybe the unauthentic ones are out, okay, because the authentic is in the reverse. Nine of Wands is in the reverse in the recent past. The Five of Swords is sideways here. Death is with that. So there's somebody going through some sort of major changes, life changes, when it comes to what makes them happy. What do they want to leave on this earth when, you know, like their legacy? There's someone really, really thinking about this and about ready to make some major changes. Now, because of these major changes, it's not just going to be affecting one person, it will be affecting several people, all people involved, matter of fact. We have the Empress that crowns this. It's also in the reverse. Right now, the signs I have are Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. Gemini, Leo, Pisces. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. So, somebody becomes aware of who they are getting cut off for, all right? It could be a soulmate, all right? Somebody who's close by or whatever. And it's almost like, oh, I know why they did what they did. I know why they did what they did. Okay. They went in that other direction because they had somebody. They had some backup. They had some support. So, and you know, that could be showing up. Support could be showing up. Backup could be showing up. And it's like if somebody does something on the down low, they get out of a situationship on the down low, and they do have backup and support here to help them. It's like this karmic is looking at it like, oh, okay, I see who helped them, I see. Which means that karmic knows that they're extremely karmic, right? Because that means they were okay with a person staying oppressed or whatnot. Knight of Wands, Tower. The moment that changes everything. That small moment that changes it all. Okay. Now we have Leo, and we have the Tower, we have the Sun, we have Aries, we have Scorpio. And somebody is going to probably feel crossed or deceived or something, because there's enough to cause a blow up, a breakup, a love call. Like, it's all of that, right? It's all of that. It's like everything at once. A love call, a breakup, the universe is keeping the receipts on something here. Maybe on a karmic energy or on someone's ascension track. Again, whatever that snake is for you. But there's somebody over here that's like, oh, okay. I see who they left me for. Uh-huh. So let's clarify. Let's see. If I'm close, but yeah, we got the Tower. I'm not even trying to get out the gate here. We got the Tower. So the Tower, I feel in this reading, is inevitable. Remember, it's just a general reading. Don't attach yourself to any negativity. Just listen to it as a story, and if it's a possibility, maybe. If not, it is what it is. All right, but we're starting off with bad news. Page of Wands in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. So a King of Cups person, it could be somebody who has water in their chart, but it also could be a person who's been in a long-term relationship with somebody, okay? It can be like a long-term type of love. And somebody is, you know, somebody could even come home and see that someone's not there, and they're like, oh. Not sure why someone's made this decision. Maybe there's a Gemini Virgo involved, but again, there is somebody who is a part of this. There is. Tell me about that Seven of Swords. The Sun here in the reverse. It can mean a literal sun, a Leo, or happiness. But it's here in the Five of Cups in the upright. So somebody is like, I'm doing this because if I don't, I'm going to regret it, you know? I don't want to regret the Sun. I don't want to regret my son, My son is my happiness. I don't want to regret it. So I know what I need to do. And somebody does it. Somebody does it. But the whole thing about it, I feel like it's done in a sneaky manner because somebody's not aware of it. And maybe sometimes people have to leave in situations like that. You know what I mean? There's a reason somebody is leaving the way they're leaving, because maybe they're in a situation where they can't leave like normal people do. Okay, maybe that's where normal goes out the window and somebody has to do something on the down low. So I'm not here in judgment, but I do see that somebody has a helper, and somebody at some point will be like, ah, I recognize who the helper is. I recognize who helped them do this. I recognize who helped them leave me or whatever. I recognize who helped them move on. The karmic loses hold is what's really happening, and that's what the karmic is really recognizing, that they lost control. So the karmic just sees it as they lost control to whoever this new person is who's coming in to help. That's how they see it. So like, it's almost like they're just looking at a person like they're a commodity. Like it says you're being used by them. That's a person I feel like is definitely in this energy who's realizing like, oh, okay, this didn't go according to my plan. But they're always calculating, all right? Now we have a Tower on top of this Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's okay. You don't want to be with me. You don't want to... What? What? Okay. You want to be with them? You don't want to be with me? Okay. Since when have you felt like this? And this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Somebody could not leave like a normal person, or someone cannot leave like a normal person. So let's say there's two people living under the same household. It just isn't working. But two people need to gather their finances or be independent. And they would normally be like, look, let's separate, let's divide until one of us get enough money to move on. Well, this is literally a situation where someone couldn't do that. Someone like that would be normal, okay? Or somebody would have their own money and move on, just cut ties or whatever. But this can't be done normal is the whole point. So somebody is like, okay, so when did you feel like you wanted to leave me? And you know, that's kind of where we're at. Somebody's like, oh, so when did you feel like you wanted to leave me? And for them. And how long have you felt this way? And have you guys had something going? And that's another thing that will come out. Have you guys had something going? It's a shitstorm. But in the end, it's happiness. So I feel like if anybody were to come and say, was it worth it? I feel like these two people are going to be like, yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it because they get their happiness is what it looks like, or the sun is here. Tell me about that Tower. Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be a shitstorm if you have and pursue a relationship with this person. And it looks like, you know, if this is your reading, you will. Because I think it's a kind of love, or it's a kind of something that kind of comes out of nowhere. You know? Right here I have Virgo and Aquarius, and I literally have like, you know, there's someone who's just single and not expecting anything. And then before you know it, like, it's there. So this would be pretty rapid, pretty quick, I feel. Tell me about transition, change, transformation, death. Again, this is going to be a problem for somebody. Yeah. It's like if somebody's partner was to leave and the partner never knew it, never saw it coming, and they're like, so how long have you felt like this? Okay, yeah, we already know I said that. And then now it's like, for this change to actually happen, there's a lot about, an argument. There just is. Because that's the whole thing. The person who doesn't want change is the person who's being left. The person who's being left is the person who's going to just be very overly dramatic and create some sort of shitstorm of an argument. The person who's deciding to leave, for some reason, couldn't, leave under normal circumstances, is what it seems like. Could not openly leave. So it does seem like the part that the person who's leaving is a secret. It is a secret because they couldn't tell a person like this they were leaving. They just couldn't, for whatever reason. That's how it's showing up. So now it's like there's assistance to help this person to move on, okay? And this assistance is coming from somebody who does have love in their heart. So it's like, if it's a friend, it's a very close friend, or if it's somebody who they have a lot of love in their heart. For some, it could be a twin flame that came out. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. The Devil. Yeah. It's like this is a brave person who comes in to sort of help rescue a person. But the whole thing is, the person they're being rescued from has no clue that they're wanting to be rescued. Very specific. We have the Hermit on the bottom. That's Virgo energy in the reverse. We have the Devil here. That's Capricorn energy. Tell me about the Two of Cups and the Moon card. The Tower right there. Yeah. That's what bothers me the most. The problem isn't that a person's leaving. The problem is that who the person's going with. It's almost like you can't have them. They're mine. Like somebody literally has put their stakes and said, they're mine. You can't have them. But the whole time they're watching the actual person go with their person, or go with this person. So they have to watch it. But they have some ego to feel and think that their commodity can't go off and be happy and do what they want to do. They really did not look at this person, or you, whoever they are, because this could be somebody you're moving away from, Aquarius, because they didn't appreciate you. They looked at you like a commodity, or they weren't in love or whatever. But there's definitely a third party here that's out, and it's just going to be a problem. It's a problem when they get left because they don't have a clue they're being left. Tell me about the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we have Sagittarius here sideways. Jupiter season is around the corner anyways. Three of Cups. But this is coming. So it's like saying this is coming. It landed on the Three of Cups. So it's like saying, yeah, this reunion, or this union, this conversation, really, that Three of Cups is like this. It's this love call, all right? So this love call is coming. And it's like saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. I want to join together with you. I want to help you do this. Okay, I know that you have this goal or this plan. I want to help you. And it's like, it seems like you are accepting of it if this is how it's going. And then somebody has a problem that you accept it. Tell me about the Empress in the reverse. But it's that kind of scenario, even if I have you in the wrong position. We have the Nine of Wands here in the reverse. Yeah. This is like, I mean, I really see like it could be a married person. I could see that it could be like a, if somebody was married and they wanted to get out of the marriage, And then the person is just like, well, why are you doing it? Oh, I see why you're doing it. You're just doing it for that. It isn't going to last. It's just going to be a fling. You're going to give up your marriage for a fling. But joke's on them, because it could actually go to marriage. Yeah, that's, yeah, game joke is on them. It could. Anyways, you're ending off with the sun, okay? Whoever is being left behind is going to be the one who's gossiping and being like, it's just a fling, it's just going to be a fling, it isn't going to last, and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, it's like, this is a very close connection. I'm wondering, where was this connection at so that this one wouldn't have happened? You know, where was this one at all along? This was the right connection, the one that was better for you. Anyway, tell me about the sun. Reaching out. All right, so that's the message right there. That's the love call. That's the message. Four of Pentacles, the Magician right next to that. So if there's been like a Virgo, Gemini, or person holding back communication, because Mercury is communication, there's a person who's about ready to just not hold back, just wants to communicate. Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords. And this is a person who's going to speak to you very clear, very bold, and very direct, because that energy is that. So this person, if they tell you something, they mean it. They absolutely mean it. And they absolutely mean whatever it is that they're about to say to you. And they absolutely plan to put action behind whatever it is that they say to you. So that I do know. And if it causes you to finally break free from something that's been sort of keeping you held back, so to speak, it looks really good on not keeping you held back. It looks really good. And again, it's the third party who's going to have the biggest problem of all with it. So we're going to close out here. Yeah, deep freeze is reversed, compass is in reverse, protecting treasure, and spark. This is like a very divine connection, okay? Protected treasure and spark. This new beginning is protected, all right? This is what's leaving, all right? Whatever somebody thought they were stuck for whatever reason. I mean, I do see that the relationship that was holding someone back, that's being cleared out. So there's finally forward movement, no more being stuck, no more being frozen. And it's probably starting right here this month. A lot of it can anyway spark that up. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you, moderators, and thank you everybody for being here. I love you guys so much. I will see you soon and in your next video. Namaste, my friends.